Look at this new Whirlwind Barb blasting down the T8 Infernal Horde boss. There's some cool new synergy with Ramaladnis plus the Locron's Amulet, allowing the Whirlwind Barb, after like doing some funky stuff, to deal actually some pretty good DPS and being able to clear a T8 somewhat comfortable. See how he's taking down here the last boss, and he's hitting for like up to 300-400 million per twister. And then boom, T8 done. Hey everybody, it's Rob here. We are back from Gamescom. There's been some pretty new interesting development on BARB. Now combining Ramaladnis Opus with some interesting trick with the Locron Talisman actually allows this Barbarian, as you see in the intro, to take down the T8 bosses pretty effectively here. And big shout out for this one, the planner is in the description. Big shout out here for Paragon. I'm also going to link his video. He has brought this to attention, and look at this. How he also melts the Butcher here, or the Hellborns, in T8. The Hellborns instantly dead. And boom, here there's a Butcher spawning. Level 200 Butcher. He also takes him down very, very comfortable. You can even take this up even crazier. And we've been blasting with this as well. And the combination is in fact very strong. I'll show you some tricks. I'll show you the full build, the planner. We actually have a somewhat viable specs, if you have Uber Unique, to take down T8 on one of our favorite builds, the Whirlwind Barbarian, once more. So let's go. Before we get started with the amazing new Whirlwind build guide, I've got some good news for you from our sponsor. Into VAM's most loved products are back. Check out these best-selling graphic tees, vintage tees, and relaxed bottom-ups and match up with me. Different styles, super comfortable to wear even in long blasting sessions. Don't forget to use my code ROB2628 or the discount link on the screen and in the description for 10% off your order. Into the AM rocks. Let's go. So the build here, my friends, basically fully revolves about Ramaladnis and Locrons, allowing us to double dip with Fury. And we are here rocking 370 Fury. I haven't even masterworked the entire thing. I'll show you a full T8 one later. But you can like triple crit the max resource on various of your items. But basically the entire power comes from having like up to like 300-400 Fury and then multiplying this with Ramaladnis. And the reason why this build has been hidden for so long is because there is a bug with Ramaladnis and Fist of Fate not properly functioning unless you take your Ramaladnis off once and then take it on again every time you enter into a new room. So you would go, and I'll show you the full footage, you would go into this area here and then you would just do this and then your build is dealing damage. And you will need to do the same in the bottom. So we were rocking like 800 cinders here, 800 ether here in just this T8 run. And I'll show you the full setup. So we're rocking Harlequin's Crest. Cooldown resource is the most important here. Then we're rocking Tyrell's Mitre. Yeah, this is an endgame build, guys. You need the Uber Uniques. If BARB doesn't have Uber Unique, it's very, very bad anyways. Then next we have the Fist of Fate. And here you can master with crit chance, but right now my build is not really optimized because I literally just got back from like a 5-day Gamescom trip and we just started playing this without having like optimal gear. So I have way too much crit chance because we are getting a 40% crit chance increase from the Locron's Talisman here. So we don't need the triple crit or double crit even on the Fist of Fate. But yeah, we have it for now. Fist of Fate, big lucky hit, allowing us to basically make a target vulnerable all the time and also giving us a super cool multiplier. Then we have the Tyrant's Will here. Also, we are pretty much always unstoppable with our Rallying Cry, so we can just keep shouting and keep this damage reduction and also get the maximum resources. This is also what basically allows us to just get resources to start spinning. Like you basically just press Rallying Cry and then you start spinning. Then we have the boots here. I don't even have Warcry ranks, so instead of Fury per second, ideally you want Warcry ranks. If you're just like beginning with this build, Fury per second is also fine for some quality of life, because the new Ramaladnis will make you lose all your Fury. So you just gotta keep this in mind. But with Tyrant's Will, usually it is pretty fine to like just start spinning like that. And I'll show you here. We actually were hitting just at the target dummy here. I have some clips here. Like we're actually hitting for like 300 million damage. You guys can see this is like very slowed down. And you can see here they are 333, 348, 349, and it's just like 200 million. The DPS of this goes pretty wild if you just keep attacking. And on top of this, you're also getting all your Tyrell's My procs right here, 350. I've seen other people that with more optimal gear hit for up to 400 million per Twister. And again, this is like very easily enough to take down the big foes here. Then we rock Ghost Walker here on the boots. You can also take whatever gives you more berserking, but usually your Warcry, you see, even if I'm just casting it like here, it has like only like an 8-second cooldown, so you can basically keep up your berserking permanently anyways. With just a Warcry and some cooldown reduction. Then you see I don't have like much greater affix items here. I have the Dust Devils on the two-hander here. This is the big DPS from the Whirlwind. And again, it goes a bit down because we do select the dual wield here on Whirlwind. Just very important to have this kind of stuff. So you want double the chances here. You want the size here, completely masterwork. And we are playing a maze now. And this allows us to still use Wallop. So we are basically slashing and we're also using bludgeoning weapons. So we have Wallop plus the bleed from Furious Whirlwind. We have both of those at the same time, basically. And then we're rocking the Magnum Opus here. And again, the interaction is really weird. I think it's like just a negative bug. Like normally the math turns out to just work with Ramaladnis and Fist of Fate, but there's a bug affecting this negatively. So that's why you have to unequip your Ramaladnis and then equip it again every time you do an area switch. We'll hopefully get this bug reported and fixed hopefully very soon, because it's really annoying for this build. And this is also why this build is not that great in the pit. You can still run pit 101 very fine, but for pushing it won't work, because in the pit you can't do this switch to sort of like fix your Ramalaldi or make your Ramalaldi work. And this is like the main reason why this build has been somewhat flying under the radar, because when I tested Ramalaldis first, I just thought it was pretty bad. But I had no idea that this bug exists. So again, big shout out to some of the BARB community members here. And in particular, again, to Diablo. Follow, like his video. Really cool guy. He was also coming by the stream. And yeah, just really cool to see that. We are also rocking with Grandfather. We are master working the DPS here. Just for like some good damage overall. Like we just keep spinning and like, you know, attack power goes up to like 2 million if we want to. So master work damage percent. Then we have the Ring of the Starless Sky, and here, usually you want crit chance, but with the Locron's Amulet, you're getting 40% crit chance. So you don't even need pretty much any of this crit chance. Like, we have so much crit chance already. And again, right now I have overkill because I master worked it here. Or you can also drop crit chance on one of your rings completely. Like, I could just get rid of this 14% crit chance, and I would still be at 100% crit chance because I get 40% from our Locrons. So you just need 60% crit chance. That's all you need to reach, depending on your Locron's Talisman roll. And then here also I managed now to triple crit. The maximum resource crit damage is also fine to hit. In general, the crit damage has very good value here because you're basically scaling it with your Grandfather and you're scaling it with the Amulet here. You see, like you get like some big value of the crit damage. And ideally I want even more crit damage, like master work it even better. But I didn't like hit all the rolls yet. I've seen some of the Chinese blasters I'm going to show you here. I'm going to also link that clip below. I don't know if he shows his gear, but this is like how a T8 can look if you have like very optimized gear. So here you just engages the bosses. And yeah, the DPS numbers, like you see, that's like all in the hundreds of millions basically. This was also very lucky, and it's also invigorated. I have like a boss kill completely without invigorate, and with like just a mediocre run I already got this 800 shards here. 800 ether, and yeah, see, boom, this is like actually a 30-second T8 kill with the Whirlwind Barb. And you can kind of see the damage numbers are pretty wild. They're 360. Takes him down very comfortable. Like this guy I think has like about 4,000 crit damage, and that's a bit much. Again, the planner is going to be fully linked in the description. You can get this, very offensive, very greedy Paragon board. Just really important to assign Whirlwind to dual wielding. Okay, I'll show you the rest of the setup here. So then, in terms of skill tree, like we checked all the items. Like we have the Bolt's Chieftain, I forgot to mention that. This basically just allows you to blast Wrath the Berserk and then reset your Wrath the Berserk cooldown with your shouts. Like very comfortable. Like you just do this, and then you see it's like 20 seconds. If you have targets, like it's resetting it instantly. You'll see it later in the gameplay. We'll also go to the target dummy. And yeah, just really, really strong overall with the Bolt Chieftain. You're completely dropping the 100 Fury Gen Spawn Twister. Like, you only have 2 offensive aspects. Dust Devil, Fierce Winds, that's it. You're not getting the full size. You can have 66 plus 20, so you can have 86 size. You're not going to get to 100, unfortunately, because we need Ramaladnis and we also need the Grandfather. And here you want the chance of Dust Devils. You can also consider switching the two, because there is a cap of how many twisters you can get, and you could get to 100% size and just like leave the chance of Dust Devils at 50. However, I prefer the chance. It still helps a lot with single target. And then obviously just Bolt Chieftain. The rest is like full uniques basically. They're like so powerful. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 uniques in this build. In terms of expertise, obviously we get the one-hand mace and we got the one-hand sword for free, because we have a mace and a sword in our hands, you see. And then we have the 200x for the 1.1x, and we make enemies vulnerable. We have the lucky hit vulnerable here, and we have the pressure point right here. And we have very, very high lucky hit with our Fist of Fate, and I don't even have a great half-x roll. So lots of stuff to improve. So we are rocking Whirlwind. We are rocking just 2 points to unlock. Then we have Whirlwind. We have the pressure point for the vulnerable together with Fist of Fate. Imposing Presence 3, Martial Vigor 3, Rallying Cry here. This one gives us resources, makes us unstoppable. It also actually is very nice for damage reduction with the Tyrant's Will, and it also allows you to just get the Fury to start spinning. So you need this one with Strategic Rallying Cry. It also gives you all the Fortify that you need. You basically perma-fortify forever. Iron Skin with some good healing. We have 1 point in each of these. This is for the Revenge Glyph that we are playing in our Paragon board to just have it always up. We also apply even more bleeds with Furious Whirlwind, but this one also works for ranged archers or other enemies that are not in our Whirlwind range. So very cool. We max the Warcry with Power Warcry. We have the Shout supports. We have the Aggressive Resistance because we will always Berserk with our Warcry. See, it only has 9 seconds cooldown and it's -6, so it has basically 3 seconds cooldown. It gives us 4 seconds Berserking. This one makes us permanent as long as we are fighting a couple enemies. Then we have Pit Fighter and we have Slaying Strike as well as Counter Offensive. Again, we keep being fortified. Then we have 3 points in Wallop because we still have a Mace. We can use this. And again, assign this to the dual wield. Plus, we also get another 9 Fury from Tempered Fury. Again, the Fury double dipping with Ramaladnis and Lokran's Talisman. It actually gives us a crazy multiplier. Like, we are getting each point above 100. So we are basically, if we use this elixir, and we will use the elixir of resourcefulness to pre-buff ourselves, we have 370. So this is -100. 370 -100. And then this times 0.2. So we are getting a 1.54x from this amulet plus 40% crit chance. It's almost basically double damage, which is pretty wild. And then we are also getting another, this is 50% for each point of Fury. So we are getting a 370 times 0.5 and then +1 divided by 100 plus 1. So we're getting like almost a triple multiplier from this, like 2.85x. Almost triple damage from Ramaladnis as well. And this is basically how crazy our Fury multiplies and scales. And then last but not least, obviously we are still playing Unconstrained, even though it has been nerfed pretty crazy. We are still getting a 1.6x. Paragon boards here. I'll show you the run after. So we have a very good balance here. We have like offensive, but we also have still a lot of life. We still have like 40k life, which is pretty decent. So we are rocking Exploit in the starter board. Then we're rocking all the Fury nodes here in the Warbringer board with Wrath. Again, crit damage has very good scaling in this build. Then we have the Carnage board. We don't have enough points to put into Carnage. We can't... Like attack speed, yes, attack speed works with our Whirlwind. Like, you know, more attack speed, we can do this faster. Like, we're already pretty fast. But we can do it even faster with more attack speed. But the problem is, you are still kept by the internal cooldown of your Dust Devils aspect, which is 0.75 seconds. So as long as you're having 0.75, basically like attacking once every 0.75 seconds, you're gonna be fine. And you're going to be capped with your twisters based on the ICD anyways. So more attack speed is only good for Tyrell's Might, which is only a small portion of our damage. The main damage, again, is coming from our Twisters. So we don't have Carnage, long story short. So we have the Twister Glyph here, like fully masterworked, 600% Dust Devil damage. And they also finally fixed the bug we had, so we're also getting the damage increased after spawning a Dust Devil from the Twister Glyph. Fully working now. And then we have some Berserk damage and Berserk duration. You want this for Blood Rage. Again, you want to hit 300% Berserking damage. And then all the rest should go into crit damage. I don't have like, we can have like 4,000 crit damage if you want. But yeah, not more than 300% Berserking damage basically. Thanks for the raid, my friend Broiler. I appreciate it. Then we're rocking Marshall here. This is to reset and basically have a permanent Wrath of the Berserk as long as we have a lot of enemies that we are fighting. Then next here is the Decimator Glyph. Let's give a shout out to Broiler. We don't particularly overpower that much, but sometimes we do, and we're still getting a 1.1x even if we don't overpower. Then we are playing ambidextrous because we are now playing one-handers. We are dual wielding, so this one gives us some pretty nice multipliers here and also some good damage reduction. Then we have some life here, some Berserk duration. We need this one to get the 300%. If you already have it, then you can just get rid of these points, put them into more life. And then we have more crit damage nodes here in the Flawless Technique Glyph. And we're rocking the Revenge Glyph. Again, this is the only glyph that really gives us a good multiplier whenever we're dealing Thorns damage. And again, we are dealing Thorns damage with these 2 points here. So any bosses that will attack us for more than a couple times will always take this 1.08x multiplier. And it also boosts close damage and boosts our crit damage with one-hand weapons even further. Yeah, so this build is pretty cool. Lots of fun to play on the Whirlwind Barb again. I'm still hoping that they will revert some of the key passive nerfs. But who knows what's going to happen there. I'm going to show you the full run that I did here to get this like 800. Like, it's just like a random. We didn't even have that great of affixes. But I'll show you the full gameplay. And again, check out all the other builds. I'm probably going to be cooking more. I'm going to be min-maxing and going to be rolling my gear some more. And later on, we'll also do another FHQ and probably show you like a full blast session, as well as maybe some pit runs of this. But yeah, pretty cool tech here. Just stack that max resource, log in. Barb can still be fun. I'm very grateful for the Barb community, for people in the community that figure out and share some of these builds and also these weird interactions, guys. So again, like, you just go into anywhere, you do this, you put it back, and then it works. You'll see how much more damage you'll do. I'll probably have another showcase for you here at the end. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Take care, my friends. The gameplay is going to be here. Let's go. Before we get started with the gameplay, guys, I still wanted to show it to you real quick how big the difference of switching the Ramaladnis is. So watch this. I'm just in the training grounds here. I just normally went in without changing any of my gear. And we'll look at the highest number that we see here over a few minutes and then compare it to when I switched the Ramaladnis. So let's look into it here. So we're basically just spinning here on one corner. And I see like 70 million already. And maybe we can reach up to 100 million. We're going to like spin here for a little bit. So I didn't change any of my gear. I just want to show you here how big it is, the difference. Going to keep our Wrath up. So what's the highest number that you guys see here? Like, I thought like 90 million there. Probably we can get up to 100 million, right? But this is it. Like, it doesn't get any higher. 100 million, like, no changing. 97 million says chat. Okay, we trust. And now, what you need to do to enable this is, all we do is put the Ramaladnis out for a second and then put it back in. And now look at our numbers. Boom. I already saw like 100 mil. 200 mil. Again, it's still a bit RNG because of the Fist of Fate. 200, 300. What are you guys seeing? Yeah, look at this difference. Like, it literally... I think the Fist of Fate doesn't work at all with Ramaladnis, right? 300 million. And I mean, you can pause the video and look at this yourself. But 300 again, 300. I think I thought like 370 actually. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. Like, you never see these numbers if you don't do the switch. And unfortunately, every time you go into the area again, Look at this. Like, I'm gonna go out now. Yeah, 388 million. Damn, that's actually crazy. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna just go back in normally. Like, we didn't do any switches. This happens when you enter like a boss room as well. So now we do this again. I just want to 100% prove the point. So what's the highest number now? We have no snapshot. And we have no number that is significantly over 100 million. Man, it's crazy how much of a difference this makes. And this is why my original conclusion was it's bad with Ramaladnis. See here, like no, I mean it's still decent numbers. Like we're still hitting like good DPS, but maximum is like 100 something million. And now again we do it, like all you do is take it out, take it back in, and then you keep blasting. And you immediately see 200 million was like the first number that I saw. 300 million there, boom, 150. Like you see the numbers like go up like immediately. So yeah, there's some pretty funky business going on, and this is like a negative bug because it just affects you negatively if you don't do the switch. And people that are not aware of this, I hope 300 million again. I hope this gives you some awareness. We'll also bug report this. I hope this can get fixed, so at least it's not that tedious to play this dual wield version of the Barbarian, because it actually is pretty strong. And don't forget to check out Into the AM here for the amazing t-shirts, link in description. And now I'll show you the full gameplay T8. Let's see though. It's the new Ramaladnis Bug. Well, not really new, it's just like weapon switching. Because it's bugged. You see my specs in the description.
Keep up the amazing content, Rob.
Thanks, man, I will. Sure thing, appreciate the support, let's go. This T8 hordes with WHIRLWIND BARB. Can you believe it, this day? I could still buff this a lot, man. Why nerf it? Guess we focus on fiends. Elite, elite. BARB rising again, barely. Even though the kill speed feels a lot better now. I think there's some crazy stuff going on with the crit. Don't know why it's supposed to be that good, but it's not supposed to be a multiplier. But I guess that's how it rules again. Look. There's so much freaking fire. No, last season nobody played double swing. What? Everybody played bleed builds. Like double, I mean not nobody, but like basically nobody. Double swing was horrible compared to WHIRLWIND last season. That's why they buffed Ramaladnis. But now there's a bug with it, where it doesn't work sometimes. It's always something. Yeah, now they're really dying a lot faster than before. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Need water. Exclamation mark Rama, yes. Oh, this guy's so big. 120 ether in 4 waves is not really that much. Oh, Sork though. I need to get a multiplier at least. +1, okay. Now it's actually good. Yeah, I got the Spire. I know. But we didn't get anything. Well, okay, now we got a few Hellborns though. They die pretty fast. I'm kind of satisfied with the damage to the Hellborns actually, no? What do you think, chat? Hellborn DPS? Looks pretty decent. I mean, it can always be higher, of course. Well, now we didn't get any Hellborns though. I wanted some more. No, they gotta be kidding me with these affixes, man. Can we get something good, please? Oh, Elixir is running out too. Look, maybe we only get freaking Spires. That's it. Could have gotten some Hellborns, man. That would have been fun. Not the fastest, but it works. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. Oh, let's see the boss fight too. I don't even know where this guy is coming from. Yeah, +1 Hellborn. Not gonna drink my potion this round. I don't know if it interacts weirdly with the Ramaladnis. It might. These Hellborns, they die instantly. Look at this. You hear Hellborn? Don't even have Wrath. No, I have it. But they already died anyway. Oh, there's new ones. More Hellborn here, more Hellborn up here. Another Soul Spire, not that great. But that's good with the Turels, how it just insta-kills them. Another Soul Spire. Can we get a Hellborn? Okay, there's one Hellborn. Okay, another one, please. Oh yeah, one more Hellborn. Maybe another one. Okay, okay. Let's see. So we're gonna We want to be drinking max resource. Oh, we're gonna take the ether events, right? That's better. Let's get it! Yeah, we stack Fury and we're basically double dipping Max Fury with the Lockrans and the Ramaladnis, with our Amulet and our Ramaladnis weapon. So the Fury is double dipping. We're getting the damage bonus from Ramaladni and we're getting the crit damage bonus from the Lockran Amulet. The Lockran Talisman. And we rock 370 Fury. You probably get 400. I didn't triple crit all my gear. And then you can debate about what you triple crit on Shackle. But yeah, I think cooldown is the way anyway. But it's close on this build. Debatable at least. I have 54 cooldown on mine. But yeah, you can get more than 400 resources. And the Twisters, they can hit for up to 400 million again. Or maybe even half a billion. Because I don't really have that great gear yet. Start of this build. Oh, yeah, you still need the Uber Uniques though. But this is like on pretty much all the builds anyway. Okay, we're gonna take the elites. Don't think the Hellfire is worth it. Back on some BARB. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I'm gonna give shoutouts in the description that I just came back from Gamescom and we saw some pretty cool stuff. I'll link all that below, the planner as well, all in the description. Exclamation mark Rama. And these Hellborns, they die at a pretty decent pace. Look at this, like I come and they did. Yeah, we'll see the council, guys. The council is what matters the most. Okay, look, boom, these die very fast. I mean, we had like a couple bad affixes already. Like we can get very comfortable over 1,000 with this as well now. I mean, as long as the kill speed is good, it's just RNG, like what you're getting. I mean, this will be like 800 probably. Depends on the last FX too. Ah, we got another elite. It's okay. This seems to be like the best Whirlwind build, of course, yes. I'll show you my gear as well. It's not that optimized yet. Let's kill the boss and see. Chop chop, they're the Hellborns. They are getting taken down for sure. And look, Hellborn spawn. I don't even have Rav. And they're dead. Comfortable. Ah, Spire. And another Spire. Not lucky. But the good thing is, like, we still very much destroy everything in AoE. And these also die pretty quickly. There's like 2 Twister hits. Depending a bit on the RNG roll. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're gonna get 800 plus. We only had double Hellborn. So yeah, we just gotta remember to unequip the Ramaladnis when it's spawning. Which is kind of weird to do. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. And then this is like the boss fight. It's pretty comfortable, like the one guy is just not in. But 2 of them get taken down pretty comfortable. Good job. It's a bit RNG of how they group. If they would all have grouped, we would have like pretty much killed them now. Yeah, I'll go on the new guy. And now it's one guy, single target. That should still be pretty fast. It also depends a bit on how good you're hitting it, right? And again, I haven't triple hit my gear, so once it would be triple crit, it's gonna get a lot stronger. But yeah, that's how we take it down basically. But yeah, it's fun. It definitely works. We spam Whirlwind, yeah. Like, also assigned to dual wield. And this is pretty much the setup. So again, we want like a lot of max resources. We have Fist of Fate, Talbot's Will. Here you can also get Warcry ranks, a lot of damage. We're hitting for like about 400 million. You can improve a lot. Here I also didn't triple crit this. I did triple crit this one, so you still need good gear for this, of course, to make it work. And we're basically scaling the Ramaladnis plus the Locron's Talisman with all resources. You see here 370, that's a lot. There's a lot of resources. Grandpapa, Starless Sky, Bolt's Chieftain. Oh, actually, you know what, guys? I didn't even switch. Oh, no, I did switch my weapon mastery. Okay. And then this is the skill tree. Just anything, Whirlwind, Pressure Point, Defense. We'll talk a lot of detail. Max Warcry. I'm missing the ranks here from the boots. Aggressive Resistance, Slaying Strike, Bam Bam Bam, Counter Offensive, Wallop, Tempered Fury, Wrath the Berserk, Unconstrained. And Paragon looks like this. Exploit, Wrath, and then all the Fury nodes, of course. We have Big Twister because this is our main damage now. Marshal, Blood Rage 1.3x, Decimator, Ambidextrous because we are dual wielding now, and Revenge here in the Flawless Technique board. And that's pretty much the stuff. That's how it goes. Attack power goes like to 800k. You can get 2 million with some other setups. Definitely more, like I have a bit overkill crit chance because I have 73. I get another 40 from here. You see, like I have like 13 too much. You can get no crit chance on the ring here and then get crit damage. And also get a bit more crit damage on the weapons. You can get up to 4k crit damage, I think, once you have like really good gear. And it's a very nice scaler with Locrons, plus the Grandfather. But yeah, BARB is rocking. Planner in the description. Still not the best class, but certainly some fun builds here. Let's go, GG. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.